So, as crazy as it may sound, those drop dead gorgeous women you see on dating apps, they're actually having a pretty rough time. You'd think they're sitting pretty at the top of the food chain, but honestly, it's not what you'd expect at all. So, who actually benefits from dating apps? There has to be winners somewhere, right? Stick with me as I uncover the research of who really wins and loses in the modern dating scene. On dating apps, below average looking women receive attention from men who would never approach them in real life. Women in general, regardless of looks, don't just get more matches than men, they get overwhelmingly more. Think about this. Within 24 hours of creating a profile, the average woman receives more matches than most men get in 6 months. We're talking hundreds of connections, messages, and potential dates. But here's where it gets fascinating. This isn't just true for Instagram models and influencers. Women who are considered below average in conventional attractiveness are flooded with attention online. Why? Because dating apps have completely transformed the dynamics of modern dating. Consider this paradox. A woman who might walk through a bar without turning heads can open her dating app to find hundreds of men competing for her attention. The digital world has created an entirely new dating economy. Ask yourself, when was the last time you saw someone get hundreds of potential dates approaching them in like real life? Never, right? Yet this happens every day in the digital dating world. Online dating has completely changed how women date today. These apps give women way more options than they'd ever get in real life. Many women find this to boost their confidence and helps them meet people they normally wouldn't. So the big question here is, does all this attention actually help women find real, meaningful relationships? 87% of men are doomed on dating apps. For most men, dating apps feel like shouting into an empty room. They spend time writing thoughtful messages that never get responses. And despite their best efforts, most of their attempts at connection go nowhere. Why? Because dating apps are brutally engineered to work only for the top 23% of men. These are the men who look like they walked off a magazine cover, tower over others at 6'2" or above, showcase a lifestyle that screams success and adventure. But what about everyone else? Most men, like teachers, government workers, doctors, business owners, and other successful professionals, they don't fit this narrow box that dating app want. What happens to the 80% of men who are successful in real life but don't look like models or social media stars? They're left swiping endlessly. Their real world achievement mean nothing in this superficial digital arena unless they play the game and start showing off. Think about this. Have dating apps ever asked you about who you really are? About your goals in life, about your ability to understand and connect with others? They don't, because they can't measure these important qualities with just photos and short bios. So sadly, many men end up spending money on dating app subscriptions without seeing much results. Let's talk about attractive women on dating apps. Their experience will shock you. Picture being so beautiful that your dating app becomes unusable. Sounds impossible? Think again. Your phone buzzes nonstop with hundreds of daily matches. Your inbox drowns in a sea of "hey beautiful" messages. Real conversations get buried under avalanche of new matches. How can you build genuine connections when they're suffocating under thousands of superficial messages? They can't. This explains the shocking statistic. Attractive women are the fastest to abandon dating apps, usually within the first month. Think about it. When was the last time you saw a genuinely stunning woman still actively using dating apps after a few weeks? The reality is crystal clear. Real attraction can't be reduced to a swipe. True chemistry happens in person, where authentic connections form naturally. So where do these women go? They return to the real world, to bars, social events, and places where genuine interactions happen. So for the guys watching this, stop endlessly swiping and start living. The women you're looking for aren't hiding behind a screen. They're out there in the real world, waiting for someone brave enough to approach them in person. The sucky reality is that dating apps have become a digital battleground where handsome men and below average women dominates. The average struggles, and the most beautiful women retreat. The system wasn't designed for meaningful connections. It was built to keep you swiping, hoping, and paying. The real question isn't whether you can find love online, but whether you're brave enough to step away from the screen and find it where it naturally thrives, in the real world, where genuine connections happen face to face. If you want to learn more, visit my website where I've put together everything I've learned about improving yourself, both inside and out. But wait, what about those rare success stories we hear about? You know, like your neighbor's cousin, sister's friend's brother who found the love of their life through a dating app. There must be hope for us, right? Subscribe to my channel because in my next video, you'll discover why most dating app success stories are built on a lie. And no, it's not that dating apps are lying about the success stories. Those are true. It's more that everyone on dating apps is lying. And believe it or not, that includes you too. I'll see you there.